Okay, good morning, everyone. So let's get ready to begin. As usual, check your surroundings, make sure nothing, you won't be tripping on anything, stepping on anything. If you do need support, remember just to grab a chair or two. And once again, don't move into pain. So if something hurts, just avoid that movement. Okay, so let's do our warm up. Okay, so we're just going to be marching on the spot first for maybe a couple of minutes. So just kind of pump your heels, swing your shoulders, and just try to kind of loosen up everything a little bit. Okay, so chest up a little higher. Okay, so you can just kind of even go back and forth. So kind of relax. Okay, and as you breathe in, try to stand a little taller. Okay, and just go back and forth. Just kind of gently moving your spine a little bit. Okay, so as tall as we can as we take a breath in. Okay, and breath out. Okay, so finger bring your heart up to the ceiling. And breathing out, just relax. Okay, so, and gently let's increase our movement a little bit. So maybe lifting our feet off the ground if you feel comfortable. Just a little bit bigger motion with the arms. And let more people in. We're just going to keep marching for a little bit. Okay, maybe let's try marching a little bit wider for a stance. Okay, and let's try slowing it down a little bit. Okay, but increasing how far we're moving side to side. Okay, so a little bit more hip engagement, a little bit more balance. And just keep going. Okay, and let's try exaggerating down a little bit more. So try lifting the legs, the knees a little bit higher up. Okay, and let's back to the middle. Okay, and let's also check our breathing as well. So let's try to find our ribs using our thumbs. Okay, and then the rest of the fingers just in front of our abdominals. Okay, as we take a breath in, see if you can breathe into the bottom fingers. Because as you breathe in, your belly should kind of push into the bottom fingers. Okay, as you breathe out, you can feel those fingers kind of caving in a little bit. Okay, so let's just take a couple of deep breaths in, deep breath out. Okay, or even just pay attention to which finger is moving, which one is not. Okay, if you feel like you're moving the chest and nothing's happening here, see if you can consciously breathe into those areas, into your fingers. Okay, so we're using our diaphragm, which is the biggest breathing muscles in the body. Okay, let's also try to breathe into our ribs. Okay, so try to lightly press into our ribs using our thumbs. Okay, as you breathe in, see if you can get your ribs to kind of press into your thumb a little bit. Okay, as you breathe out, it kind of sinks in again as well. Okay, so this one's a little bit harder to feel. Just do our best. Okay, so let's try to keep that sort of breathing going on while we do the rest of the movements. Okay, so our feet will be a little wider, we're just going to move the rest of the body. Okay, starting from the neck as we usually do. So we're just going to tuck our chin down, just gently first, okay, and slowly bring it back up. And we're just trying to gently go down the spine. So tuck your chin, okay, and then bring your neck a little further down, okay, and kind of rolling our neck back up. Okay, once again, if anything hurts, kind of stop or don't go as far. Okay, I'm going to bring our chest down a little bit as we breathe out. Maybe shoulders coming a little forward. Breathing in, heart up to the ceiling. Okay, and then the chin up with shoulders slightly back. Okay, and we're just going to go back and forth. So chin down, chest down, shoulders a little forward. Okay, stomach sucking in a little bit. Okay, kind of rounding our lower back a little bit as well. Okay, breathing in, opposite. Bringing the chest up, opening the shoulders. maybe lifting the head up a little bit more. Okay, and then last time or so chin, chest, and shoulders stuck in. Okay, this time try to bring the front of your pelvis up as well. Okay, and opposite, maybe pushing your belly button a little forward, arching your back. Okay, just one last time. So just imagine kind of rolling down the spine, kind of a little one second at a time. Breathing out as we do so. Okay, and then breathing in as we arch the back, open the chest. Okay, and when you kind of get to somewhere in the middle, so not overly arch, not slouch, okay, just somewhere in the middle. Okay, and let's go to left and right. So the same idea, we're going to turn our neck first. Just side to side, go as slow as you need to. Okay, once you reach the limit of your neck, also turn your shoulders a little bit, kind of breathing in as you turn. Okay, breathing out as we come back. Okay, so neck, okay, and then shoulders. Glancing behind us. Okay, so neck, shoulders, okay, now the hips as well. Still taking a breath in as we turn. Okay, and same thing just on the other side, neck, shoulders, hips, okay, and the lower body even. Okay, and let's just kind of also bring our shoulders along. Just kind of gently swing back and forth. Okay, similar idea, but this time front to back, so just rolling our shoulders. Okay, but this time also arch your back as you bring your shoulders back. Okay, and round your spine a little forward as you have your shoulders forward. Okay, just exaggerate the circle. Still breathing in as you open the chest up. Okay, breathing out as we kind of collapses the body. Okay, and maybe a couple of times out of the way. Okay, a little bit side to side. Okay, so we're going to tilt your head just a little bit sideways. Okay, we're going to take a deep breath in while trying to bring our ears up to the ceiling. Okay, and then shoulders a little bit away from the ears. Okay, so let's just take maybe 3 to 5 breaths. Okay, so deep breath in. Imagine lightly pressing up the ears to the ceiling while reaching down with our fingertips. Just feeling the stretch on the side of the neck. And as you breathe out, you can just relax. Okay, breathe in, reaching down, ears reaching up. Give me one more time. Okay, kind of similar, but this time we're going to bring our chin closer to our collarbone on the shoulders. We feel a little bit more of a stretch on the side, on the back of the neck. Okay, but same idea. As you breathe in, you can lightly imagine trying to bring your chin a little bit closer to your collarbone while trying to get your fingertips and your shoulders down as well. And don't put too much effort in the morning, just a little bit. Okay, and slowly coming back. Okay, pausing for a second until you feel okay. And we're going to just repeat on the other side. So still tilting sideways, okay, just as far as you feel comfortable. As you breathe in, you're going to reach your ears, one ear up to the ceiling, and then both shoulders, dropping the shoulders down. Okay, so breathing in. Okay, try to create more space between the shoulders and the ears. As you breathe out, just relax. Okay, let's do about 3 to 5 times at your own pace. Okay, when you're ready, you chin closer to your collarbone. Still trying to create more space between your shoulders and your ears as you breathe in. Okay, and slowly coming back. Okay, and let's just relax the shoulders again. Okay, this time open the chest up. Okay, fingertips back. Okay, as you breathe out. See if you can give yourselves a hug. Okay, try to straighten out your elbows, point your fingers back. Imagine pressing the palms out. You might feel a little bit of stretch in the front of the arm, front of the forearm. Okay, just one last time. Okay, let's continue the side bending. This time a little bit of rotation of shoulders. Okay, so hands just slightly out. You're going to reach just side to side. Okay, hips kind of stays almost in the same place. If your upper body is moving on top of it. Okay, and let's add a little bit of rotation. So one palm up, one palm down. Okay, try to imagine separate the two arms out. So try to reach out on both sides. And let's give the shoulders a rest. And do a little more sideward bending. Imagine bring your armpits up to the ceiling. Try to take a breath in. Try to breathe into where you feel a little bit of a stretch. Okay, you can either stay there, or if you don't feel dizzy easily, you can go back and forth. Okay, best to try to take a deep breath in, armpit to the ceiling, breathe into the area where you feel a little bit of tightness. Okay, pause as long as you need to in between. Okay, so let's incorporate the hands as well. You're going to have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Okay, toes pointing out slightly first. Okay, as wide as you need to for balance. Okay, you're going to side bend, breathing in. Okay, pushing. This is my right leg. I'm going to push to your right. So if I'm lifting my right arm, I'm pushing my right side forward. Okay, so we're going to go back and forth. Okay, try to press, try to open the pan as well. Press your palm to the ceiling. Okay, over the midline of the body. And once again, go only as far as your shoulder allows you to. So this is as far as you can. Without pain, that's good. That's good enough. Okay, and let's repeat on the other side. So I'm having my left foot back. Toes going to be pointing out slightly. So this is my left arm. I'm going to press my left palm to the ceiling, breathing in, pressing my left side forward as well. And deep breath in. Okay, let's do one more time. Okay, and coming back. Okay, and let's go the other way. So we reach up, let's reach backwards and down. Okay, so we're gonna have our palms facing backwards. Okay, you're gonna reach back with the hands. Arms, if you can, try to see if you can go a little closer together. Okay, but you're gonna be pressing back. Okay, so we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. So first time, just 1 second. Okay, second time, so you're gonna turn your thumbs and try to reach back with the thumbs. Okay, we're holding for 2, 1, 0. Okay, relax in between. Okay, this time for 3 seconds. Okay, and anytime you're ready, reaching the thumb back. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, this time, last time for 4 seconds. So we've done 10 seconds in total. Okay, reaching back will be a slight amount of effort, no more than 10%, or sorry, 50%. 4, 3, 2, 1. And last thing between. Okay, let's go upwards. So opposite way. Okay, when you reach up. Okay, see if you can get your arms closer to your ears. Okay, cover your ears, holding for 1 second. Okay, coming back down. Okay, so just always be a little gentle at the beginning. The second time, slightly more effort, holding for 2, 1, 0. Okay, and always monitor what you're doing with the spine. We're not trying to arch back so much. We're trying to bring almost trying to get your elbows a little higher towards the ceiling. Okay, and 3 seconds this time. Okay, think of lengthening body. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, top of shoulders might be a low time. We're just going to do one last time for 4 seconds. Breathing in. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, and coming back down. Okay, when you rotate the shoulders mix, okay, so when you have the elbows in, okay, we take a breath in. Try to get your thumb to touch further back. So imagine you're trying to press something behind you with your thumbs. Okay, be careful not, once again, you're not arching your back, you're trying to rotate your arm. Okay, so it's feeling effort in the back of the shoulders. Okay, breathing in, once again for holding for 1, okay, and back. Okay, so if you feel like you're pushing your stomach out, see if you can just kind of calm that down a little bit. Okay, we're just trying to turn our shoulders. Okay, this time holding for 2, 1, 0. This time for 3, 3, 2, 1, 0. So just a little more effort slowly over each time. Okay, last time. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, and shake it out. So back of the shoulders might be a little tight. We're going to do the opposite now. Okay, so that was I was imagining trying to put on the coat this way. Now we're going to try to put on the coat the other way. Okay, so elbows slightly high up. Okay, and we're just going to reach into our armpits. Okay, and but be careful what your shoulders is doing. So we're not trying to be slouching this way. Okay, chest stays up, shoulders stays kind of in the socket. Okay, we're just trying to once again rotate the arm. Okay, once again holding for 1, 0. Relax in between. And once again rotate the arm into the armpits. 2, 1, 0. 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 0. Last time for 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, just be careful. Don't push too high with these things. Okay, and just relax in between. Okay, shake the arms first. Okay, and let's kind of just move the arms in a circle a little bit. Okay, just take it as gentle as we can. So once again, these things just take it no more than 50% effort. Sometimes it could be you can almost cramp up a little bit because we're not used to turning our arms that way. Okay, and the same thing, just a little bit onto the side. Okay, across the arm a little bit. So across the chest rather. Okay, so this is my right arm towards my left side. Okay, so it should be across your arm, across the chest. Okay, feel a little bit of effort in the shoulders. Just a couple of times each direction. Okay, so once again, my left arm towards my right side, trying to squeeze my arm into my chest. Okay, and let's go upwards. Okay, and once again, only go as far up as you feel comfortable. Take it a little slower. Okay, circling on top of us. And same thing on the other side. Okay, I'm trying to move from my shoulder area Okay, and let's combine everything together, and we're going to do one big circle. Okay, so let's start off with one side. Okay, we're going to bring our arm into our chest, in front of our nose, beside our ear. Try to reach back. As you reach back, turn your thumb down. Okay, and try to still reach behind you like someone's trying to hand you something. You have to catch it. Okay, and back down. Okay, let's do the opposite way. Because you're pushing something back, or imagine trying to, once again, catch something behind you. Start to turn your thumb outwards and backwards. Still trying to reach back. Trying to reach up. Cover your ear. Try to touch your nose with your forearm or with your arm. Try to get your elbow closer to your chest. Okay, and back to the middle. Okay, let's do one more time. Okay, so you can go your own pace. Okay, try to just draw as big of a circle as you can, focusing on the almost the elbow points instead. Okay, as you reach back the thumb, you want to rotate your thumb down. Okay, as you go up, your thumb rotates. Okay, and you try to create a movement from the shoulders. Okay, and let's try the same thing on the other side. Okay, so first time maybe a little more gentle. Okay, but you're trying to use a little bit of efforts to squeeze your arm, elbow into your arm or into your chest, into your nose, beside your ear. Reaching back, thumb starts to rotate down. Reach behind you. Reaching down. Okay, opposite way. Okay, almost reach back as far as you can until you feel a little bit of a soft lock. Start to rotate your shoulders. So rotate your thumb up. Still trying to reach backwards. Cover your ear. Squeeze your arm into your chest. Okay, one more time. Okay, try a little bit of effort. Draw as big of a circle as you can manage with your elbow. Thumb rotates up. Okay, and we're done. Shift things out. You're going to rotate the elbows a little bit as well. Okay, so this one, just imagine elbow stays in the same place, but your hands are kind of moving outside and inside. Okay, opposite. Okay, this time elbows a little high up. Reach into your armpits. Your entire arm rotates a little bit. You can exaggerate the rotation if you want to. But just be careful, once again, you're not so much rounding, you're trying to reach a little bit into your arm, start rotating your arm. Okay, a little bit more rotation of the wrist. Okay, it doesn't have to be fast, but exaggerate the circle. Okay, so move on the entire hand. Okay, rotate each finger. Try to pull your fingers closer to the back of the hand. Okay, and then maybe just go for each finger, so index finger. Sometimes you have to look at your own fingers. Middle fingers to try to pull it towards the back of the hand. Ring finger and pinkies might be easy if you move them together. Okay, so back of the hand might be a little tight. Okay, let's do the opposite. We're trying to just bend the tips of our fingers. Okay, and just opening, closing the finger and then the palm. Okay, and shaking it out afterwards. Okay, let's go to the lower body. Okay, so moving from the lower back first. Okay, so this usual. Put your index finger in front, thumbs in the back. Okay, so let's just move the pelvis first. So we're just going to tilt the front of our pelvis up a little bit and then tilt it down. Okay, so you're holding a bowl of water. You're trying to pour the water out from the back, pour it out from the front. Okay, don't have to do it too hard. Let's just feel the movement. Okay, so this will be moving our spine. Okay, a little bit side to side, so pour water out from, this will be your right side. You pour water out from the left side. You can use your feet to help you. Okay, your body would most likely shift side to side a little bit. Okay, now we're going to put it like when we're practicing breathing, thumbs on the ribs, other fingers in the abdominals. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing first. So still try to bring the front of your pelvis up, and you can feel your stomach caving in a little bit, your clothes bunching up a little bit. Okay, so do the opposite. If you pour water, if you're arching your back, you're pouring water out from the front, you feel your fingers getting pushed out, your clothes getting stretched out a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to just stop those movements. Okay, now we're trying to move our hips. Okay, so that's where your leg meets your pelvis. You're going to push your butt back, and you don't want to feel anything underneath those fingers. Okay, so you're just bending from the hips, your spine is straight, or what we call neutral. Okay, so if you start to feel like you're kind of fingers bunching up, you're moving your spine. Okay, so try to feel nothing underneath your fingers. Okay, but you're leaning forward from the upper body, your butt is pushing back. You feel a little bit of stretch behind your thighs. Okay, and just going back and forth. Okay, so breathing in. Okay, so holding for 1 and coming back. Okay, let's do 2. Okay, try to push your butt back, stretch yourself out in the back. Okay, so 2, 1, 0. Coming back. Okay, pause as long as you need to. If you do get dizzy, just stop. Okay, this time for 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 0. Your knees can bend a little bit, but not too much. Okay, and last time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and relax your shoulders, retreat. Okay, let's do side to side. Okay, we're just going to push the hips, rock the side to side a little bit. Okay, and let's go in a circle. Okay, just all the way around. Okay, slowly see if you can exaggerate the circle. So really try to push the hips out, push it forward, push to the side, let your shoulders and your spine relax. Okay, so imagine this hanging loose up top. Okay, you don't have to exaggerate bending over, just let it relax while you rotate your pelvis. Okay, come back. Feet, let's try shoulder width apart or so. Okay, we're going to do the exact same thing, still no movement from the spine. Okay, so you're still pushing your butt back, okay, but this time bend your knees a little bit more. So you're sitting on a tall stool, okay, less of a stretch behind, a little bit more pressure in the front of the leg, maybe a little bit on the knees. Okay, don't go too far if you have knee issues. Okay, but if you feel okay, see if you can sit on a little slightly lower stool this time. Knees are still tracking over the toes, so just means over your foot. And going back and forth. So breathing in and breathing out. As you stand up, imagine trying to spread the floor apart. So you imagine trying to rip the floor apart by kind of pushing out to the foot. Okay, so that will help you engage your hips. Okay, so breathing in. Okay, as you stand up, don't just kind of stand up. Imagine pushing the floor apart to your feet. Okay, and you should feel your hips engaging a little bit as you do so. Okay, once again, only go as low as you feel comfortable. Okay, and spread the floor, push the floor apart. Okay, and one more time. Okay, this time we're going to do a little rotation, so we're just going to go halfway here or so. So just not this, the knees are still not bending too much. Okay, but we're going to stay here. Okay, breathe in, you turn, imagine glancing behind you, you're rotating your back a little bit. Breathing out, just come back here. Okay, so same thing on the other side. Okay, so breathing in. Okay, but it's important that you're not slouching, so stretch out your, imagine trying to reach upwards and diagonal upwards with your neck. Okay, that will allow your body to turn a little bit. Okay, and we're going to only go as far as you feel comfortable. So the legs are just kind of locking out down the pelvis, so we're trying to rotate through the spine a little bit. Okay, at most, medium effort, not too hard. Okay, and slowly coming up. Okay, so knees, the thighs going to be a little tight by now. Just shaking things up a little bit. Okay, let's grab something to hold on to. So something like a chair. Move the hips a little bit more. It will be easier, just something to hold on to. And shake things out as you need. Okay, you're going to move the hips a little bit in a bigger motion, front to back first. Okay, so it's going to touch front, touch your back. Okay, see if you can reach a little forward, reach a little further back, feeling a little bit squeeze the butt. Okay, when you feel comfortable, see if you can just lift the leg off the ground. Okay, and you gradually just try to bring the leg a little high up, bring the leg a little further back. Okay, but I'm not moving through the spine so much, so my upper body stays more or less in place. I'm trying to use the muscles in the back to lift the leg, and use the muscles in the front to lift the leg in the front. Okay, so there's a little bit of effort there. Okay, and let's repeat the same thing on the other side. So just starting off on the floor first. Still trying to be squeezing your butt a little bit to reach back the leg. Okay, if you feel comfortable, see you can lift the leg off the floor. Keeping the upper body more or less still. As you try to lift a little higher up front, lift a little higher to the back. Relaxing in between. Let's go side to side. And so we're just going to touch in the front, okay, and out to the back. Still touching the floor to start with. Still trying to reach out a little further, feeling the muscle that start the hips. As you feel more comfortable, see if you can bring up to the side a little bit more, and try to scoop something up in the inside. Once again, the upper body is relatively still. This one might be a little bit harder on the hip muscles on both sides. Okay, so only go as many times as you feel comfortable. Take a rest in between. When you're ready, we can repeat on the other side. Okay, so you can start off once again with just touching the floor first. Okay, slowly see if you can reach a little further out. When you feel ready, see if you can scoop something up in the inside. Okay, and try to scoop something up, I guess, on the outside as well. It's a medium effort at most. Okay, so if you just have to be holding your breath, that would be doing too much. If you feel like going to cramp up, that might be too much. That would be too much as well. Okay, but be aware of what your rest of the body is doing. Okay, and shake it out as well. Okay, let's shake it off a little bit. Let's just bend and extend the knee. Let's skip the hips of rest while we move the ankles. Okay, so we're just going to be standing on one leg a little bit more. And you're just trying to draw circles with your toes. Okay, but like the wrist, you try not to necessarily go fast. Just try to draw a bigger circle. Slight amount of effort to just really reach out, maybe even 1 millimeter, a little bit more. And same thing on the other side. You're starting off with a smaller circle first. Slowly see if you can just put in the kind of conscious effort to reach just even a slight amount more to the side, to the outside of the circle. Okay, and let's bend the toes a little bit. Okay, so press the toes in the ground while you kind of lift the heels. Okay, a little bit opposite. We're going to bring the foot a little bit back. And you're just trying to imagine pressing the toes down a little bit. Okay, just if you have any toes pain, anything like that, just be gentle. Okay, but feel just a little bit of stretch on the top of the foot. And just be gentle with yourself. So just the opposite of what we did before. Before we were trying to bend it, kind of the toes up. Now we're just trying to do it opposite, kind of bend it towards the bottom of the foot. Kind of contract and relax. You can press slightly, relax, press slightly, relax. Okay, shake it off. Okay, going back to the hips, we're going to go draw a full circle this time. Okay, so we are just trying to bring the leg up front, go out to the side, and back. Okay, so starting off the ground. So now try to reach a little more inwards, draw a bigger circle to the side, to the back, and back to the center. When you feel ready, see if you can, once again, scoop something up on the inside. Bring it out. Let the foot hang loose in the bottom. Turn your foot so that you can imagine trying to kick someone behind you or press it behind you. Bring it back to the center and relax. Let's do 2 more times. Okay? If you feel comfortable, you can exaggerate movement a little bit, meaning bring the foot up a little higher. Bring your knee out. Turn your foot so that it's facing backwards. Press back of the foot. Bring it back down. Relax the knee. Because from the side, it would look something like this. So still trying to scoop something up in the front. Out to the side. Turning your foot back. Pressing back, knees together, foot on the ground. Okay, and only go as far as you feel comfortable. Okay, so if you feel comfortable, you can put in a little bit more effort. Okay, if you are not used to it, if you're very hips feeling a little tight, don't go as high. You can stay on the ground. Okay, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so start off once again with just on the ground. Okay, you slowly draw a bigger circle around, so try to reach out, try to reach back. When you feel comfortable, if you feel comfortable, a little bit higher up. Pressing the foot behind. Okay, gently increasing efforts if you want to. Okay, so when knees go a little higher up. Dropping the foot down, pointing the foot back. Okay, if you want to, you can a little bit higher up. And shaking things loose. Okay, let's go on to the lower leg. So let's get the hips to rest. So we can sit on the chair. So this is the one where we are kind of hugging your knee high up. Okay, and you're just going to feel your hips locking down your knees. It depends on the shape. So for me, I can't actually push my knee other side because that's where my pelvis is. Okay, and I'm just trying to hold on to it either by with my hands or palm, or your arms are long enough. You can hug it this way as well. Okay, either way is fine. Okay, and you're just trying to drive the heel forward. Okay, so you're trying to straighten out the leg. You're probably going to feel a stretch behind your leg. Maybe a little bit of effort in the front of your lower abdominals as well. Okay, so we're trying to stretch ourselves out almost. Okay, and let's try the same thing on the other side. So bring leg up. Usually for most people, if you bring your knee out on the side, you're going to bring your knee a little high up. Okay, same idea, trying to keep the knee up high into the pelvis. Okay, while you try to straighten out the leg. Only go as far as you can without pain. Just a light amount of effort. You can slowly increase the effort if you want, but take it gently at the start at least. Okay, repeating on the other side. Okay, but this time I'm going to add a little rotation to the lower leg. Okay, so we're going to try to point our heels in. Okay, and point our heels out. Okay, so slight amount of rotation with the lower leg. Okay, we're going to combine the two. So we're going to point our toe heels in, extend the knee, point your heels out, and back down. Okay, so I'm trying to keep my upper leg from moving too much. Heels in. Okay, relaxing in between. And just do the same thing on the other side. Okay, locking down our leg of the pelvis. I bring the foot, knee up. Okay, and still starting off with just turning the lower leg Trying to reach out and in with our heels. And bring it, so heels in, straighten out the knee, heels out, and back down. Okay, so if you're tight like me, your neck's probably not going to straighten out all the way. Okay, but just a little bit of effort. And lastly, just the toes. So we're trying to keep the foot on the ground, and we're just trying to lift just the toes up. Okay, we're going to do the opposite. We're trying to scratch the floor with our toes. Okay, a little harder, just do our best. Okay, but try to spread the toes apart. Okay, and so kind of like our fingers just moving side to side. Okay, but doing with our toes as well. Because this one can be difficult. Might not even move much at all if you have feet problems. Okay, so kind of playing with our toes a little bit. Only the big toe comes up, while the rest of the toe stays down. Okay, if you can see if you can draw circles with the big toe. You may take a little bit of conscious effort. You might not move much at all. Opposite way, big toe stays down. The other toes come up. Okay, and last one will be a little harder, just for fun. Okay, try to see if you can lift each toe up just one at a time, starting from the big toe. Okay, and then the other toes. Okay, and then try to put all the toes down, kind of one at a time. Okay, just kind of imagine just kind of playing. Okay, don't have to be too serious about this. Okay, and lastly, we're just going to move the inside of the foot a little bit. So this one might be harder to see, okay, but you're trying to relax the toes now. You're just trying to squeeze this part of the foot, okay, and trying to almost create a concave, or like trying to arch your feet up. You can think of, some people think of shortening the foot a little bit. Relax, shorten. Mainly you will just feel the muscle around this area. Okay, and you can just do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so it might not move much at all. Okay, but see if you can feel just the effort around the middle of the foot. Toes kind of stay relaxed. Okay, so it's the foot, the middle of the foot that's moving, and not the toes. Okay, and since we've been sitting down for a while, let's first work back up on arching it back. Okay, extend it back. So let's slowly come back up. Okay, we're just going to put both arms kind of behind the back. Okay, and we're just going to lightly press the hand into the back, open the shoulders up as we take a breath in. Bring our chest up to the ceiling. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. So that was 1 second. The second time, chest up. Okay, so 2, 1, 0, and relax. Okay, 3 seconds this time. You can try to bring your arms up a little higher if you want. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, and also just be careful that you're not just arching your lower back. See if you can bring the upper chest up and shoulders back. Okay, so I'm not trying to do so much this. I'm just trying to open the shoulders, open the chest a little more. But your chest do extend, just not overly exaggerated leaning backwards. Okay, so let's do breathing in, 3, 2, 1, 0. Last time for 4. Okay, this time, let's see, even lightly press your head back as well. So, but you're not looking up. Okay, so look still straight ahead. You can imagine trying to, there's a pillow behind your head, you try to press it back slightly while keeping looking forward. Okay, open the chest up. Pressing your hand lightly to your back. Still deep breath in and out, holding for 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, and relaxing, slowly coming back out. Okay, shake everything out. Okay, so that's roughly most of the joints in the body. Okay, so remember that's how we keep our joints healthy, and just by moving them, that's how we lubricate them. Okay, and also just practicing keeping the range that we do have. Okay, so that's all the time we have for today. Okay, so thank you for coming, everyone. I'll see everyone next time. If you have any questions, I'll still be around for a couple of minutes. No problem. No problem. See you next week.